ship and 4 freaking siege and reinforcements, and bloody hell, they are keen and a half. Look at these guys. They don't care about the they don't care about crossing rivers, they don't care about the tactics advantage, they don't care about being outnumbered, and they're running in, and well, one's faring considerably better than the others. Oh man, what if they go up and reinforce this and kick Castile's arse? This is just what keeps me coming back to this game. The surge of emotions that it gives. It's just... it's almost enough to bring a tear to my eyes, and I'm pretty cruel fellow. Cheering for the Ottomans, you don't do it often, but when you do, oh man. They have just delivered. Look at that. They've sent Naples packing. They've sent the Papal States packing. Aragon, Castile, Portugal. Just with that swagger. And a whole load of weaponry. These guys didn't even need to get involved. Not even a scratch. Their mere presence sends Iberians shaking. Curiously, do we have any Iberians in the chat right now? Portuguese, Spaniards, Catalans, whatever. I don't hate you, right? I hate these guys. It's important to tell the difference there. The Turks that we get around the stream are pretty bad for that. Piki Mister says, yes, Portuguese. Does that mean you speak like this in a squeaky voice? Because it's kind of adorable in a weird kind of way. Alright, unfortunately, the Futa has been taken by Portugal. I'll have to deal with that later on. Means he's going to occupy my gold, which I super don't like, but there's not a whole lot I can do at this point. As long as I can grab my mountainous province here, I can then take Granada, and then the war score is going to swing by 12, 13-ish on that alone. It's probably time for me to reinforce you, though. I do not like the Castilians jumping around with their Tech 9 death. Oh, yes! Right on, well, actually a bit late, but still right on time, Ottoman. I'm not Iberian, but I like to play as Portugal and eat Granada at breakfast. I'm kind of Catalan, says Dusty Girl, and don't worry, I support your deconquista. I always do. Right, water shortage down. Malaga is ready to go. Rains fail in Manding. Immature, I know, but still. We're winning on the battles front, somewhat. Big battle here, but unfortunately I think the Ottomans are going to lose it, and lose a lot of the transports, because they're just too focused on these bloomin' Greeks. Oh, what? Ooh. How does the Ottoman do it? Takes on heavies with transports and wins. I don't know what you're made of, Ottoman, but you are delivering. Delivering. 28, 52, 43. Aragon and Naples are not a concern when looking at war enthusiasm. It's a shame that nobody's really trying to gun down the Papal State here. I'm going to tell my friend Mamluks to make a half-arsed effort on these. But he's also over here. What I will probably do is tell my good friend Tuniz to go here, and yeah, if the Ottomans get Lisboa, I can do whatever the hell I want to Portugal, and I will. There goes my gold. Income's about to tank. I'll just have to tough it out, though. The one thing I do is I build fiscally stable empires. Right, they're trying to get their fort back, but I think Ottomans have time to reinforce here. I'm so tempted to just charge into that, but my manpower is too precious. Cantabria gone. God, Portugal's just folding like a deck of cards here. I mean, that's what happens when you stroll in with 13 cannons and 3 shock general. I wonder if our Portuguese in chat is feeling that through time and dimensions. Legalism. Yeah. Hey, that sounds like money to me. Someday. Oh, they're abandoning Lisboa for unknown reasons. He probably really wants to save Burgos, and I appreciate that. Now that he's at Tech 9, he can stroll in there, but wait, doesn't this fort kinda... Maybe he wants to focus on Toledo, hard to say. But that's very cool. Ottomans decided to drop a single stack there. Ho 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 ho, it's all coming together. God is good. Okay, that was a bit worrying, but no, Burgundy is not involved in our war. They are, however, getting franked. That can't be good for them. What's he up to? He's detaching a unit without a general. Still, Malaga's finally down. What does this mean for us? Well, it means that I'm going to go U2 and U2, split and take my glorious land back. I have another couple of guys here. I need the gold. And I don't want to drop Lisboa. They made 4 progress on it. Yeah, you have the siege, but I think I'm gonna have this guy have the siege. You guys have the boom, the shock value. Still, yes, Lisboa is important. We will carpet these for now, and Mamluks will do something. Oh, you dropped Lisboa! That was painful. That was very painful. I wanted Lisboa. I wanted it more than you could imagine. I must look very weak to the likes of Timbuktu, but I'm just going to have to live with that. I have this insulating layer of Ottomans between me and my foes, which is rather nice. Castile really don't want to be in this war anymore. They lost their capital. Relative strength is kicking their arse. Tempted to blow down the walls here, but I don't feel a need to spend the mill on that. Jollof are not happy still, but I'm not far from getting them a bit friendlier. I can just wait it out. I mean, they're in no position to turn against me right now. But Portugal, oh baby. For one, this will be mine. For two, how about this becomes mine? Yeah, I guess that is a problem. However, the only people that are really going to care are the Iberians, potentially France, and France loves me. This is a bit of a problem, I guess. Okay, how about this? We disembowel them so that we can come back whenever we want and finish them off. And of course, no friends. Not even God can help you. Take Portuguese colonial holdings. I mean, just why? Why would I? Not seeing it. Anyway, we have to win the war first, and that includes Lisboa amongst others. God is good, and he smiles upon us today. It's all just coming together for us. We lost that, sure, but we have plenty of Ottomen who I should probably tell to do that themselves. I'm a bit crowded here with the Mamluks, which is unfortunate. So why don't I take you folks away? You deal with that. I don't like drinking attrition here. I'm surprised at how well this is going, says Pepper. Well, listen up. This was a lot of planning, okay? And I ate a lot of turd sandwich on the way. I could take this pretty cheaply since it's a reconquest war, but I want to deal with Portugal separately so I can break them up with Castile. The downside is that they'll just get that alliance back afterwards, so it's not a freebie. Unless I were to do something like that. Well, no, I don't have to take Ceuta, right? If I just did that, I mean, they might just make another very troublesome alliance, but if I can just wipe Portugal off the freaking map, then my life will get a whole lot easier. I don't mind Ceuta so much. I can dance between these two. And if they ever do declare war on me, it's not that hard to take Ceuta back. Or I just disembowel them entirely. Ceuta's a fort, I know. Well, again, we can worry about that once we have all the war score in the world against these disgusting Portuguese. And again, these disgusting Portuguese. I'm not saying all Portuguese people are disgusting. I'm sure you have nice people in your country. But being the Moors here today, right? It was not that long ago that you decided to chase us off the mainland. Things were going nice and good for us, okay? Made ourselves a little home down here, and then pow! You decided we had to go. Well, we agreed we did have to go. We had to go and grab some land, and now it's time for revenge. I think we can make our way north gingerly, as long as the Ottomans are there to take care of us. That's a fair few Otto friends, though. And it looks like the Aragonese are on their way down a bit. Let's not give them any freebies here. Stick close in Badajoz. Ah, crumbs. So much for no freebies. Just give them a freebie. Ah well, it's a merc. A 10-to-1 merc at that, as long as these other guys get out in time, which they won't. However, we're sacrificing 2 units for them to sacrifice 15 in a game of, well, really any strategic game. That's a pretty big win for us. And hell, if we hold out... Delightfully devilish, Ottoman. If we hold out. I'm good at these cunning traps. This is not free though. I don't know where their armies are, and I think we saw the Spaniards going around here, so I shouldn't be too desperate to kick the Italians out of this Murcia province. When I said these Italians, I did not intend for God himself to join in that. So you made Iberians believe that they were strong and unbeatable just to crush them 2 times harder. I had to, right? If I gave them any time, they would form Spain and get this, which essentially means they're undefeatable for the Age of Reformations. That is so strong. I've tried to fight against them when they had that before, and it's just obscene. Utrecht is going for Burgundy, who's looking closer and closer to his release form. And hey, Denmark took over some weird cold fish country. That's how much worse I am at sieging than the Ottomans. This one's taking us forever. Would go a bit faster if I threw my cannon in there, I guess. It's not any good for fighting anyway. Cannons are no good for fighting until Tech 13. I recommend only having cannons for... Oh, Tunisia attached to you there. That might be useful, because I can have you go on an attack without risking your existence too badly. But I don't actually want people attaching to me willy-nilly. There we go, get an extra bit from our cannons. Wait, no we don't, it's a level 3 fort. I just wasted throwing that cannon there then. Oh well, don't win them all. Conquistador is dead, that is sad, very sad. I think Elghorn himself, who, let me think, was it Elghorn who lost us everything? Inaugurated in 68. I hope Elghorn lives long enough to see the land that he lost reclaimed and then some. It would be the ultimate underdog tale. What new tags are there to form in Iberia? Are they attractive to you? Forming Andalusia is highly attractive. From a gameplay point of view, I actually don't like forming nations that much. But it's the natural way of things for this. What the hell do you think you're doing with that cannon? I wonder if we shouldn't go down and clean this up a bit. Especially for Granada. Granada is the war goal here after all. We can tentatively push our way north. Ah, the Portuguese are stuck here, of course. I mean, they could come back, but that would be suicide. And excellent, telling the Mamluks to go to Papal State was a long payoff, but it is paying off. Oh man, the Sunni world comes together. This is amazing, just amazing. I am so thrilled at all of this. What is going on here? Oh, that's me. Look at them try to run. Try to flee. Oh, you cannot. Because 10-1 always wins, baby. Run your pathetic little legs off. Morocco's opinion falls? What a pity. Oh, I'm cleaning up his cannons as well. That's got to hurt twice as much. Right, their numbers are dwindling. However, there's still a considerable Castilian force out there. Whilst the Ottomans are still abusively good at sieging, no, I don't think I'll give them implicit directions. This is a bit concerning, though. Mamluks have decided to team up in face of the Aragonese arriving there. I guess that's okay. But my troops would take forever to siege this up. It's probably not worth me spending any of that. Besides, since I called everyone else in on favours, they're not going to demand land in this peace deal. So basically, it's all coming up Thrill House here. Don't know how they managed to get that island back. What's this? Seas trade dominance. The wily merchants of Portugal have established a clear advantage in the waters around Iberia. Not all battles must be fought with the sword and shield. Make sure that their traders return with paltry offerings and attain the mercantile dominance that we deserve. Granada is the strongest trade power in Sevilla. Ah, yes. Yes, they are. Something's missing here. Is there meant to be something else on this, on this? I feel like there is. Regardless, though, if I have such power here, I should... Yeah, I earn good money here, but let's actually collect using our Safi merchant. You need the south of Portugal. I don't understand. But I swear there's meant to be something else on that mission mission reward. I could be wrong, but I feel like there's meant to be more. Let's keep that legalism going. I like it. I should take this before it all ends, though. Could somebody check that mission? I want to make doubly sure that I'm not missing out. It could be that, you know, if I had a province, it would give me something cool in it. And I don't want to miss that out. Shouldn't that mission give a trade center? That's what I was thinking. I thought it'd give a trade center on... I actually don't know which one. But that's why I'm asking for anyone so kind as to check. Guess we'll get going on a siege here. It's not my units that I have to care about here. I mean, I can just check myself. This is no big deal. Common EU4. None of the secret stuff, of course. Missions and GC Granadan missions. And it's something about trade dominance, right? What was it? What was it called? Seas trade dominance. And sometimes the names don't. Here we go. Disrupt thing, and then restore trade supremacy. Okay, if you are. If you're Andalusia, give a whole load of claims. Okay, good to know. Let's spare that until we're Andalusia then. Strange. Why not give that to good old Granada? What a crying shame. Oh well, still a bit of investigative work there done. Damn, the Portuguese are back. A cry that has been heard throughout history for a long time. Oh, separatists. Thank you, Portugal. I knew you were a good guy after all. The Ottomans arrive and instantly the walls fall down. Right, we can do whatever we want to Portugal. The question is what? I don't really mind coalition stuff because I'm going to eat coalition sandwich for this anyway. What I really want is to disembowel them. If I take these 2 forts off of them, they are pretty much history. I want to break them up with Castile, but indeed. I could not break them up with Castile, instead break Castile up with them, because I'm going to do that later. Then I will have enough time to round on Portugal alone. There's a chance that the Papal State will get involved, but I should be beefy enough to do that. Let Portugal kill the rebels first. Exquisite point. Crunch. Money, Jake. No, as much as I love money, don't get me wrong, I love money. I want to keep the peace offer value as close to 50, preferably below it as we can, so that I can fight them within 10 years. So if I took this off of them, they have no forts left. Okay, this works out pretty well for me, truthfully. South of Portugal to help with colonialism. It all has colonialism. Colonialism and more colonialism. And, you know, Lisboa is pretty good. No, the biggest thing is to kill Portugal. And if I take this, I can slaughter them afterwards. Because they have no forts to defend themselves. That would be the most delightful of devilish things I can do. Also, hey, I can force God to break up with Portugal. Then they'd have to get their own allies. And since they are allied with Castile, well, no, actually if I break them up with Castile, then they might ally France. Might. I mean, I'm just going to have to take that risk. Sure, Mali, Morocco, and Timbuktu may come together against me. But let's be realistic here. Well, I got a truce with you, so I need to kick Timbuktu out of that potential coalition. It's alright, coalition's a future Granada problem. If you don't take the islands, they'll move their capital there just to spite you. Surely they won't move their capital. Besides, these islands are expensive and not worth my time. Let's just take this. The sooner we get them kicked out of this war, the better. There we go. Beautiful. Now, both these provinces kind of suck. I'm going to... defensively, I mean. I'm going to destroy the one in Evora, keep the one in Lisboa, because it's coastal, it'll last longer. So, farewell to that castle. Keep you. Get coring ASAP, because I definitely want to hold on to this. And then we get back to the fun of the fight. Ooh, that feels good. That feels damn good. I still think your trade dominance is... Hold on, the port of Ceuta. The meddling Christian kings ensured that the strategic port of Ceuta remains out of our grasp. Despite numerous attempts to liberate our mistreated kin, it once again lies under foreign rule. Make landfall, establish our beachhead once again. Yeah, I think you'll find it's ours now, so we get a center of trade there, and it becomes a strategic port till the end of the game. We're in the money. I love that these can appear. Glorious. Freaking glorious. You know, it's one thing to crush the Portuguese. It's another thing for the game to recognize this and reward your efforts. I see. 100% against Portugal and Spain with No, we're not 100%ing Portugal. We only took 50 or so. I will have to break up Castile and... well, I don't have to do Papal State, but I might as well do something to them. I'll have to do bad things here. Very bad things. I could get Mali out of the coalition, but really they're going to hate me forevermore. I don't really fear such a coalition. However, what would be nice is if I got this land back. I don't think I have to worry too much about the fight here, now that the numbers are... Still, it would only take a few thousand down here to get this land back, and I want that land back. Yolof is still a bit angry with me. So let's try and bulk up a bit. Hang on. Same capital, right? Oh no, it's all... Oh yeah, Liberty Desire stops that, and I'm not about to spend on it. Look, I have transports. I can make my way down once the other fleets get away. Okay, that's what we'll do. I need a small detachment down there to take my land back. So that looks like it's going to be you 2, 3... Where are my other mercs here? 4, 5, 6, and a 7th, just to be sure. Groovy, you guys are going to go down and reconquer that land for me, and we continue to press on and take care of these Spaniards. Aggressive expansion is not too bad of a deal for me, given everything, really. Now, what do we have here? Oh, okay, I probably really want lenient taxation because it's the only thing that keeps you in line, isn't it? And also, yeah, as much as I would really like all these other things, including that core creation cost, I want to try to keep him in line, and diplomatic reputation is worth too much to me, so there we go. We've lost reconquest on Portugal, this much is true, but we will get conquest on him. I will claim... Porto, since it's a great natural harbour to have here. Sadly, I've lost out on a bit of the money that I make here, but so be it. Basically, they all have to die. To be fair, DDR Jake's alliance could fight everyone else in the world at the same time. Look, it takes sizable brass to bring both the Ottomans and the Mamluks into a war together. So I will not have any smack talk about it. Livestock, it's not the worst, but certainly not the best. Well, as long as it carries on without too much issue. These are just transports, and I just want to get my fleet down to Ifni anyway. God, surely I can fight a 4-to-1 transport battle. I'm not fighting heavies with my trade fleet. That's it's not worth anyone's time. Ooh, hello Ottomans, getting involved in more battles for my sake, I see. How about the Papal State? They've just about lost Firenze, and then the road to Rome is open. This is all very agreeable. Let's just laugh as we see the Ottomans believe in using cannons for fighting, and it works out well for them. Columbian Exchange. With the colonization of the Americas, a new range of seeds, crops, and animals are starting to spread because of these weird livestock that we found. Well, livestock goes up, so that's good for me, considering I just found some. And goodbye, Papal Army. Sucks to be them. That's right, the fort's kind of keeping us away here. Let's just move over to Palencia. I cored you, right? Oh, why would I? It's my core. It's also my natural harbour. The fort is tempting to keep, but Fez is just so much better. I think I'm going to get rid of Septa. Why would I not keep it? Fez is just that much better. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense for me to hold on to this. It's just going to cost me. I need that dip tech pretty badly, but I should hold on to my admin for coring here. Is Pope Man ready to peace out? Like I said, well, I mean, we could almost certainly peace him out here. He's got minus 31 war score. But I'm going to hold off on it. I want to peace him out pretty late, because I need to get some time on this Portuguese truce. Here's the thing, right? Portugal's a huge problem to me, because he always allies Castile, and it's almost exclusive. He doesn't get a lot of other allies. He's allied the Pope, but because the Pope is also allied to Castile, I